Well, Jensen Tong sent something else into the channel. This one's kind of interesting. This is a 20K to 220 megahertz VFO with S meter 20 band. Yeah, okay. Let's take a look at it. It's kind of hard to describe. It's this cute little box, though. I really like it. It's a cute little box. Comes with a USB-C charging cable. It has a battery inside. Comes with a, open it up. Comes with a SMA to BNC adapter. Since it's outputting frequencies, you can put a BSC on the back. I won't need these things right now. It's all charged up. Okay, what's this thing look like? Let's see here. Let's zoom down. VFO RF generator, and it's got a wheel on it and pushy buttons and a couple buttons here. SRD QRP ham transceiver. Now, it's not a transceiver, it's just the VFO for a transceiver, okay? And here's the back. It has the USB charging port. The LED comes on red if it's charging and green if it's good. On-off switch. The output is here, and then there's an S meter connection here. I don't quite understand what the S meter connection does. S meter, and it says in 0 to 3.3 volts. So I guess you can have this thing display the S meter if you give it 0 to 3.3 volts. That'll be full scale. So it's up to you to provide this with the correct voltages. Now, I don't know if this is part of some project and this is the thing that you put on something else. The descriptions for the box is kind of like for DIYers. So maybe it was built for something and then that product was never gone out the door. Anyway, if this does go to something, go down below and read the comments, because somebody will point that out. They'll say, "Oh, that's for the so-and-so project." But right now, it's just a little VFO box for me. So let me turn it on here. It's got a little OLED display, so let's zoom in on that. So 7.2 megahertz, 40 meters, step. You can change the step with a button here, 10Ks per step. Receive megahertz LO. It's got a little linear little display here. I don't know what that does. If you turn the wheel, it changes the, oh, this little bar moves across. I don't know. So we'll put it on there. And yeah, it says IF 455 kilohertz. Okay. So like I said, I really don't know about this thing, but let's look up the spectrum analyzer and see if it outputs something and it makes sense. I'm sure it's just outputting 7.2 megahertz. So yeah, let's hook it up and make it go. All right, so we've got it here. We're looking at the display here. 7.2 megahertz. Let's do a span. We'll do a frequency, start frequency of 0 and a stop frequency of, let's say, 30 megahertz. And yeah, there we go. We're getting a couple things. And if I turn the dial, yeah, it's moving. So let me put it on something we can measure. Okay, 7 megahertz. So the peak is supposed to be at 7 megahertz. And the marker is at 7.35. Okay, let's zoom in on it. Let's get a really accurate measurement of that. So it's actually 7.458. So the 455 kilohertz IF that it's set to, it's automatically shifting the frequency high by 455 kilohertz. Now there's a button here that says TXRX. If I push that down, it moves the peak over, and the little display on the front panel says 0 kilohertz IF. So it's giving you the true value. So let's zoom out a bit. What are we spanning here? Megahertz. Let's go 2 megahertz. Yeah, there we go. And let me change the amplitude here to so we can see the whole thing. Okay, yeah, there we go. So I'm gonna shift it over and then do a peak search. And that's, yeah, 7.003 megahertz. Okay, so it has an automatic shift in it. And then if I turn the dial, it goes back and forth. It's going the wrong way though. If I turn it clockwise, it goes low. I don't like that. Okay, I might have to hack this thing to fix that. So let's see. Let's see here. Is this thing flickering on the camera? It probably is. Config. Yeah, no, it's on NTSC. Okay, good. Okay, let's go back frequency. Let's do a stop frequency of 220 megahertz and a start frequency of 0. And it's obviously a square wave, so we're getting all kinds of harmonics. This is 7 megahertz. All right, so it's got this button on the wheel. So if you push the button on the wheel, it jumps bands. So now it's at 10 megahertz, 25 meters, 22 meters, 20 meters, 19 meters, 16, 13, 11, 10, 6 meters, 50 megahertz. Yes, indeed. 100 megahertz. Okay. And 130, 144, 220. So it does go all the way to 220. Interesting. And then it goes back to low frequencies. Okay, well, I say, what I want to do, I want to do two things. I'm going to open it up and show you the insides, but I want to hack mine. And maybe you'll want to do this if you get one of these things. I'm going to hack it so that this button's always pressed. So I have 0 IF. Okay? And I'm also going to hack it such that the wheel goes clockwise and not counterclockwise. That's just driving me insane. So yeah, let's turn this off since it's well, I'm going to need it on, I guess, if we're going to test this thing. All right. It's just a noisy fan on that thing. So let's rearrange the camera. We'll open this thing up and look inside. Okay. Battery is 600 milliamp hours, 3.7 volts. All right. And yeah, I want to take this connector off. It's got a tiny little part made to hold two different packages. And a little part there, looks like it's the RF part. This looks like the microprocessor. And this probably is the USB connector thingy. And here's an LED bodged in there, kind of bent over. Maybe it didn't fit in the hole correctly. Oh. I guess. Yeah, just needed to... okay, just bend it over. Okay, let me put it under the microscope here and we will see what it says. Okay, the microprocessor is ML328, so it's Arduino based. TP4058. The magic is a 5351. All right, so that's all there is. It looks like this was built for some project. It's very similar to a project that I built. I have a video on me building something. I don't know if it was the same chipset or not, but very, very, very similar. There's an ISP here, so you could flash a new program, I suppose. All right, let's take off the front panel. Let me rearrange things. So we saw something very similar to this on another project that I took apart. Had the upside down switches and the upside down wheel. In order to make the wheel go right way around, I just have to swap these two. So maybe put some bodge wires in to swap those two. I suppose you could go in and modify the firmware, right? But I am way too lazy for that. So we are just going to hack it as it sits. We're going to hotwire the TX-RX button to be always pressed. So that'll just be a jumper wire. And then we will swap the A-B thumb wheel connections and make it go right way round. All I need is a little piece of wire, jumper that, and be done. Let's do that. All right, let's get him on. Oh, jeez. Come on, there we go. There we go. All right, here's my dirty work. I put a jumper there, and I swapped these two, A and B, and so it should work better. And we can just test it right here on the bench without putting it back inside, making sure it still works. Let's put this in. All right, let's put the battery on. And make sure the battery is right way around. Those little battery connectors are tiny. It's working. Oh, this is a charge LED. We are actually getting something over there. And the front panel says 7.2. So frequency 7.2 megahertz. And center frequency 7.2 megahertz. Span 1 megahertz. Look at that, right on center. 7.2 megahertz, awesome. All right, so our hack worked for the switch. Now did our wheel work? So we're going to turn our wheel clockwise, and it's going higher in frequency. And when we turn our wheel counterclockwise, it goes lower in frequency. Awesome. All right, so you'll probably want to do these hacks. I hope you figured that out, followed that along. I'm going to put this inside the box and call it quits. All right, there you go. My review for the VFO generator seems to do what it seems to do. I didn't test the S meter part of it. Wasn't interested in that. Maybe somebody can figure that one out. I did hack it. I shorted this switch, so it's always giving me zero. I'm gonna turn it on. So it's always giving me zero kilohertz IF, and I swapped the way the wheel goes. So if I turn it to the right, it goes up, and I turn it to the left, it goes down. So there you go.